Even if you have the money, it would still be better for you to pay for it with your credit card and then, transfer the money back to the credit card. Just things like that just helps you build your credit. I'm not saying go on a spendthrift and, max out your credit card. That is very unwise and it causes hypertension. Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Tola, and if you're new here, you're just joining us for the first time, you're more than welcome. Please consider subscribing and click on that bell notification icon. That way you get notified every time I upload a video, which is at least once every Friday. I also have a second channel here on YouTube dedicated entirely to my recipes. I will leave a link in the description box as well as leave you a card somewhere up here so you can go over there and show me some love as well. Cook with Tola Lusi is the name of that channel. Alright, so to my OGs, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for always returning. Thank you so much for always leaving the sweetest comments. So today I'm creating this content on lessons that I've learned slash things I wish I knew or things I wish I knew on time since coming into South Africa. All right, so these are just things that I wish I had caught on time, and I wish I had picked up on time. It would have just made my stay here a lot more seamless. So I hope they help you out. All right, so the first thing, which is the first thing off the top of my head, and which is something I know would definitely help a good number of immigrants coming into South Africa, is to first pick up on the language. So there are 11 official languages here in South Africa, English being one of them. So if you speak English, if you're an English speaker, this is definitely a plus to you, but it would definitely go a long way if you can pick up one of the indigenous languages specific to the area in South Africa where you find yourself, be it Pedi or Sutu or Zulu. It is highly beneficial to pick up on these languages because it will just help you communicate better with the indigents, and you can just find your way around town. It will just help you to communicate a lot better, and you're just able to fit into the society and integrate yourself a whole lot better, because who doesn't love a foreigner who is willing to learn the language? So yes, picking up on the language would definitely make your stay here a lot more enjoyable. Alright, so the second thing I'm going to talk about is to start building your credit on time. So this is something that I really struggled with coming into South Africa as a Nigerian, because from where I'm from, it's not really a culture that we have, or it's not something that I'm very used to. The system back home doesn't really encourage the credit system, so it's something that we naturally shy away from because we do not want to be in debt. But coming into South Africa, it is a lot different, because having a credit card or having a credit history will definitely help you get a lot of things sorted very easily. Things like having car loans, house loans, home loans, things like that. So you definitely want to start building that credit early on. There are credits for different stages. You can start up with whatever is available to your credit limit and then build on as you go. So this is definitely something that a lot of us coming from that part of the world need to learn and just pick up on time, because it will help you to get access to loans and just funds when you need them. I remember one funny story of when one of my Nigerian brothers wanted to go purchase a phone, and coming from Nigeria, we really do not like that credit system. We always just want to pay for what we're getting cash and be done with it. But then this brother just wanted to go get this brand new phone, and at the time, I think it was a Z10 just came out on the market, and he would really just wanted to get this phone. And then he took his 3,000 and change and went to just purchase this phone, because that was how much it was selling for at the time. And I remember him telling me that the person that was going to attend to him asked him if he was mad, because how would you just put 3,000 rands down for a phone? Like, why don't you pay in installments? Even if you have the money, it would still be better for you to pay for it with your credit card and then transfer the money back to the credit card. Just things like that just helps you build your credit. I'm not saying go on a spendthrift and max out your credit card. That is very unwise and it causes hypertension. But what I'm saying is to build your credit. Even if you have the money, still get the credit card, buy what you want with the credit card, and pay it back into your credit, pay the money that you have into your credit account. I don't know if that makes sense, but yes, definitely build up on your credit. It will save you a lot. All right, so the third thing I'm going to talk about is something that you should probably learn from your home country or where you're coming from, because it will help you, just live or adapt or survive while you are waiting for a job. All right, so this next point is to learn a trade. Yeah, so you definitely want to learn a trade, or come prepared, if it's how to braid hair, if it's how to cook, things like that. Yes, when I came into South Africa in 2013, I remember going to the salon, and every time I would cringe when they tell me the price, to make my hair or to have my nails done. It was always too much for me to pay at the time. So I started, making my own hair at home, and it is something that has really, really, really helped me, because not only have I picked up a trade or learned something on my own, I've also saved that cost of having to make my hair in a salon. So I make my wigs, make my hair, make my nails, everything all at home, and it saves me that extra. Number one, it saves me that waiting time at the salon. Number two, I can do my hair at my own pace. I could take 2-3 days to make my hair. It's on my own head. So yes, it would definitely help you if you can pick up a trade, be it sewing, making nails, beautician, making food, the list is endless. So yes, if you are gifted in any area, you build on it. It will help you a lot when you come into the country, because if you are someone like me and you like to convert, it will help you. All right, so the fourth thing I'm going to talk about is to learn to be independent. All right, so a while back, on my comment section, I had this interesting conversation with one of my subscribers, and she was telling me about how she found some of the culture shocks that I talked about in one of my videos to be something that she experienced herself, being an indigene in South Africa. I understand that the rural life is different from the urban life, and what most people are used to in the rural setting is also a culture shock to them when they move into the urban setting, like Durban and all the big cities. So having that communal life in your rural setting, what you're used to growing up, knowing your neighbors, interacting with them, looking after each other, maybe you go out and it's about to rain and your neighbors see that your clothes are still on the washing line, they can pack it in for you. So things like that. But if you come to the urban setting, it's a lot different, because you really can go weeks and weeks without seeing your neighbors. This is something that I experienced. So yes, I understand that it might be a little different in the rural setting. If you want that communal life, you would definitely want to check out the rural settlement. But if you are used to, living or being independent, you will fit in a lot more better, because that is the lifestyle that is mostly experienced in Durban, except you are living in like a student environment where someone, your classmate, it will definitely have the same vibe. But if you are someone who is looking into coming into Durban or any of these cities, you will definitely have to learn to live independently. All right, so the last and final point I'm going to talk about is to develop yourself. Now, if you come here with a skill or an academic qualification, do not stay on that spot. There are a lot of top-ups that you can do to boost yourself. Things are evolving, times are changing. So yes, if you came in knowing how to make braids the traditional way, I'm sure we have all, especially the ladies, I'm sure the ladies know about knotless box braids now. So there's always an improvement. If it's a skill, if it's an academic qualification, you can always put in for a top up. Just make sure that you are doing something extra, because as it is now, employment is kind of hard, and having the skill that puts you above other people would definitely go a long way to improve your chances on getting a job or getting employment. So yes, improve yourself, develop yourself. Nobody wants to employ someone who knows how to do what every other person can do. Everyone or every employer is looking for someone with an edge. So yes, always develop yourself and look for better ways or innovative ways to do what almost every other person is doing, but just make yourself stand out. I hope you understand what I'm saying. All right, so these are the things that I feel like will help you integrate yourself better here in South Africa. If you are already in South Africa and you can relate to some of these things that I've mentioned, please go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section. I would like to hear your feedback. If you're planning to come to South Africa and you have picked up 1 or 2 points, please let me know in the comment section. And if you have watched up until this point and you like what you see or you like what you hear, please encourage me by clicking on that like button. It does a lot to help my analytics and just to get other people to see this video. Also subscribe if you haven't done so already. I will see you in my next one. Goodbye, guys.